Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Irene and I'm here with Jane Lvovsky. And today we're going to talk about a separate topic, a little bit from some of our employment topics that we've discussed over the last few weeks, and that is 1031 exchanges under the IRS code. And a 1031 exchange is a specific section that provides an exception and allows someone selling a business or an investment property to postpone paying taxes on the gains of proceeds at the time of that sale, once they're reinvested into similar property or any other qualifying like-kind exchanges. So, for example, an owner of an investment or business property can qualify for a Section 31 deferral. Individuals, C corporations, S corporations, partnerships, whether they be general or limited, limited liability companies, trusts, or any other tax-paying entity may set up an exchange of business or investment properties for business or investment purposes under Section 1031. And there are a lot of rules here, and we're of course going to today just go over the outline of the Section 1031. There are a lot of guidelines that govern this, so it is absolutely necessary that before thinking of doing a 1031 exchange, that you speak to an attorney, that you speak to your accountant, that you make sure that you are prepared beforehand and before that transaction takes place and before you're even in contract. But just some of the points that we wanted to go over today would include talking about the qualifying properties. Now, qualifying properties has a couple of sections to it, and we'll just go over two of them today. Relinquished and replacement properties have to meet both of these requirements. One of them is that both properties must be held for use in a trade or business or for investment purposes. The second is that both properties must be similar enough to qualify as like kind. Like-kind property is property of the same nature, character, or class. However, the quality or the grade of that property will not matter. Of course, there are a couple of other requirements here. These are just the main two that we come up and where we really start the baseline of the review. There are a couple of exchanges as well, and different types of exchanges that can be done under 1031. They include a simple swap, it could be a deferred exchange, or it could be a reverse exchange. So on a little more information on this, I'm going to hand it over to Jane now just to discuss this in a little bit more detail.
Thanks, Irene. Hi, everyone. So as Irene was saying, the rules for 1031 exchange are very complex, so the arrangements present some risk. And one of the biggest risks is incurring a sizable tax hit, right? This can occur when you exchange the wrong type of property, acquire cash or other non-like property in a deal. So it's relatively rare for the two owners to simply swap properties. You likely have to execute a deferred exchange in which you engage a qualified intermediary for assistance. So when you sell your property, which is called the relinquished property, then that proceeds go directly to that person, the QI, who then uses to buy the replacement property. And to qualify for the tax deferred exchange treatment, you need to identify the replacement property within 45 days after you transfer the relinquished property and complete the purchase within 180 days after the initial transfer. And so the other approach is called the reverse exchange, where there's an exchange accommodation title holder and acquires the title to replace property before you sell the relinquished property. And you could defer the capital gains by, again, within the 45 days after you receive the replacement property and complete the transaction within 180 days. So that 45 days and 180 days present a very, very short period of time. And you really have to follow the rules and get the right team of people. Irene and I work with a team of individuals and businesses who deal directly with 1031 exchanges. So it's very important to get them on board before you even think about this. So we would be happy to answer any questions. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you.
Thank you.